Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Femi Apata. I'm the CEO of the Rock Tutors, where we train people for WAEC, NECO, JAMB, SAT, IELTS, and we also have another section at the Rock Tutors where we will train people, to learn some skills, coding, programming, guinea tying, name it. So those are the things we do here, and people are doing well. We have track records of people who have actually passed through this place, and in the marketplace, they are making impact.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another The Rock Tutors educational special. Here, we make learning easy. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ask questions. Let's get into class. Hola!
Well, what I have for you today is to discuss about the causes of failure among students, especially those that want to write WAEC, NECO, UTME, any forthcoming exams you might be preparing for. And number one reason why people fail is not being able to use syllabus very well. And it is quite unfortunate. A lot of people do not even ask one or two students, how do you read? They will tell you they just read anyhow. No, if you want to read to succeed in any exams, you are supposed to read, using your syllabus. Because from the syllabus, questions are derived from the topics that are laid out in the syllabus. And that is why students actually need to read using the syllabus. There's no way you can cover 100% syllabus and not pass your exams excellently. It's not possible. So any exam, there's no exams you want to write that will not have syllabus. So I admonish you now that if you want to write any exam, be it JAMB, WAEC, NECO, try as much as possible to get syllabus. And syllabus is very easy to get. You can download it online. For example, if you want to download JAMB syllabus, you can go to www.jamb.gov.ibas, ibas.gov.ng. That is the JAMB website where you can download your syllabus. It's as easy as that. So to succeed in your UTME, you need to download syllabus so that you can do well. Then another area where students also make mistake is not being able to use brochure very well. Not being able to use brochure very well. All the institutions have their requirements. That is the fact. All institutions have their requirements. What is applicable in OAU might be different from what is applicable in UI. What is applicable in UI might even be different from what is applicable in Unilorin or Unijust or Uniport. So all you have to do is to get the brochure, look at the requirements. For example, I know someone who wanted to study economics in OAU last year. And we thought he would be given admission because he met the merit list. And by the time we discovered that this person would not be given economics, we now realized that instead of the guy to have done government in JAMB, in the UTME, the guy actually wrote commerce. So in OAU, for you to study economics, for example, you have to do English, mathematics, government, and economics. Those are the four major subjects. So if you go and do commerce or maybe accounts instead of government, then you have missed it. That is why some people will say, I'll be given admission, not knowing the right combination in that institution. So brochure is so important for them to study. You can also get your brochure online as well. Just Google for it and it's going to bring it out. That is all about it. It's one of the major things that cause mistakes for students before entering an institution. Another area we need to check. We need to check the prayer life. Very important. Because, people will say prayer is the master key. It's actually one of the keys for you to succeed in life. Prayers. For example, the students that want to be writing UTME. How can students have the same access to the same environment, the same access to the same teacher, and have different results? It is possible. Number one, you might even write your exam on different days. I've seen someone who is not as brilliant as the other one, but the other that is less brilliant had higher score. Why? Maybe because they prayed more. You understand? Because the center the person was posted was favorable. There was no cause for alarm even concerning the systems the person used to write our exams. Why? There are some places you even get to where in the course of writing the exam, the system will just go off. So you need to pray for a favorable center before your exam, pray for a favorable time and favorable day. I've seen some people who wrote the exam and said, in my own questions, calculations were not really much. In my own questions, in fact, there are plenty calculations, and at the end of the day, I couldn't meet up with time. You understand? So because of the different days that is involved in the exams, you understand? That is why you need to pray that God, whenever I'll be writing my own exam, I just have to be favored. I want to be favored in terms of the questions that will come my way. I want to be favored in terms of the days I'll be writing my exam. As a matter of fact, I want to be favored in terms of the supervisors, and apart from that, in terms of the system I'm even going to use to write the exams, and at the same time, the time that my exam will fall, so that the questions can be favorable and I will do well in my exams. Very, very important. We need to pray, because you know the Bible even said it, that Paul planted, Apollo waters, God gives increase, and there's nothing we can do, you know, there's no greatness or success we can achieve in life without putting God first in everything we do. So very important. It is very important we put God first in everything we do, and the Lord Almighty will make us go far in life. Then another area we need to check is the area of time management. People do not manage their time well now, and it's quite unfortunate when I see students while away their times. It baffles me. How can you have just 24 hours in a day and you can't maximize it, you can't optimize it maximally? Why? For example, doctor recommends that we should just relax for 8 hours within 24 hours. If doctor recommends that we sleep for 8 hours within 24 hours, that is just 1/3 within 24 hours. So automatically, by the time you sleep for 8 hours in 24 hours, you would have spent 1/3 of that day sleeping. So in the next 30 years, the implication is you would have slept for 10 years. If you are sleeping for average of 8 hours in a day. In the next 60 years, you would have slept for 20 good years. By the time you are 90 years old, if you are sleeping 8 hours daily, then you would have slept for 30 years. Now, if you are sleeping for 8 hours in a day and you have spent 1/3 of your time sleeping, then the remaining time should be maximized so that you can maximize your destiny as well. If you have spent 8 hours in sleeping, some people will still waste their destiny. You know, spending 1 hour on Instagram, spending another 1 hour on TikTok, spending another 1 hour on Facebook, social media that are not productive to their destinies. And at the end of the day, they'll be telling you they want to score over 300. It's not possible. I know you are busy, but what are you busy about? We are supposed to reflect on our activities on a daily basis so that we can know, what the day has actually brought our way. It's very important, and that is why at times I don't even feel ashamed when some of my friends back then in school were playing away their time while we were serious, and that is why their destinies are actually negatively affected. So I'm appealing to you students out there that you need to maximize your time. Enough of distractions. I know there are distractions everywhere. Don't spend much time, watching TVs. Don't spend much time being distracted with social media that are not adding values to your life. Very important. Another area we need to check: why students fail their exams. Peer influence. Very, very important. My background is different from your own background. I've told myself, anybody that cannot add value to my life, then why following such person? As a matter of fact, if we do not have the same vision, then why follow that person? You want to study medicine, I want to study law. We are not in the same line. I'm not proud. If I'm not really close to you, it's not that I'm proud. I'm not proud. I only want somebody that will be in line with my own vision, so that we can communicate, we can share some words together, we can read together, we can discuss ideas together, so that at the end of the day, we arrive at a common goal. So it's very important we know the kind of person we move with. You see, for example, somebody actually came to our tutorial center. He said he wanted to write UTME exams. And because he already gained admission in one of the best schools abroad, the guy was not serious. And the friends that was with him in the class, they thought maybe they were going the same way, of which the parent already had better plan for the guy to study abroad. So when the lectures will be going on, this guy will say he wanted to go and eat, and the guy will go to eat, and the friends will follow him. At the end of the day, when they wrote the exams, this guy actually left before the UTM results could be released. The guy was in UK. As I'm speaking with you now, he's doing medicine in UK. And the friends that were following him, that did not know that because of the background, they have better plans for them. They are writing another JAMB this year. That is why we have to be very careful of the kind of friends you move with. Are you in line? Is the person actually in line with what you do? So it's very important we know the kind of friends we move with so that we can do well. Alright guys, I believe you've been able to learn one or two things from what I actually discussed with you, on how to succeed in your exams very well. Let me quickly summarize. You need to be very careful with your time, manage your time very well. Then you need to pray ahead of your exam so that you can succeed maximally. Then know how to use your brochure and at the same time your syllabus. Then you need to watch the kind of friends you move with. If they are not aligned with your vision, then you need to check them out. Whoever is not fit to be in your life, that you are not going in the same direction, you can try as much as possible with wisdom to push the people aside. So those are the things we have for you, and we have more content. You will still learn from us on this page. You can follow us on Instagram at The Rock Tutors, Facebook page The Rock Tutors, Twitter at The Rock Tutors, then TikTok The Rock Tutors. Then feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel The Rock Tutors. See you next time. I love you. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. See you in our next class. Do have a wonderful day. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Bye-bye.